Welcome to Tesla Info and our Ultimate Model S Buyer's Guide. Don't forget to like, subscribe and ring the bell if you like what you see. The Model S launched in 2012 in rear-wheel only form, and over the years, we feel there have been 7 significant phases of car. In 2014, the cars started being equipped with the P1 Autopilot hardware, and the dual-motor cars arrived. In 2016, the car was facelifted with the 100 batteries, following not long after. Later in 2016, Tesla introduced their own Autopilot hardware. In 2018, the MCU was updated. In 2019, the Raven models came out, which more or less coincided with a change to the naming convention. And finally, in 2021, the next facelift occurred, this time with significant interior changes and the plate model. To where a car fits on that timeline, the front of the car is the biggest giveaway. After that, cars without Autopilot hardware have a round speedo and no radar in the lower part of the front grille. The first generation of Autopilot can be easily spotted, as they will have the now common dash but no side camera in the indicator. The Tesla Autopilot cars can be spotted by the side camera, but to determine which version of hardware and MCU version, you need to look at the additional vehicle information from the software menu within the car. You can dedicate a whole video to Autopilot, but simply the first version was pretty good and offered most of the features found in EAP. Most Model S cars from late 2016 will be delivered with either nothing activated or one of EAP or FSD. FSD is currently pretty limited and offers only limited extra features over EAP at this time, except for a limited trial in the US. The 2021 facelift cars come with Autopilot as standard. This is the entry level for all Tesla models today. The naming convention followed the same basic format for many years. The number represented the battery capacity, although on several models this is overstated somewhat. A P before the battery size indicated the car was a performance model, and a D after the battery size indicated the car was dual motor. Some earlier performance cars also had a plus sign at the end to denote extra performance. When ludicrous came along, the car name became underlined. We show the most common model names on the right. Around the time of the Raven models, Tesla adopted a different naming convention as shown. While the model names changed, Tesla did not write this on the cars. Instead, they wrote dual motor, adding the underline to the performance models. The early cars had several option packs. The most common were the cold weather or Sub-Zero pack, the upgraded Hi-Fi, Premium, which primarily improved some cabin materials, added a power tailgate, and added front fog lights and some extra chrome detail, and finally air suspension. Over time, these packs became standard on the cars. For most of these packs, if it is not otherwise obvious, you can tell using the additional vehicle information option from within the car. Other exterior options, which should be immediately obvious, include the sunroof and wheel options. The interior has also gone through several iterations, although only early cars had choices over the seat design. On early cars, you could choose to replace the rear seat with an executive seat option. This is fairly rare, and as these seats do not fold, is not that practical. You could also option rear-facing seats, making the car a 7-seater. However, these seats only suit small people and with limited ventilation are not great for long distances. The seats in the early cars were pretty flat and not very supporting. An optional seat upgrade came with the D models that offered more lateral support. These quickly became standard. The design changed with the 100 battery cars and then had a number of minor technical changes thereafter. Over the years, Tesla have made many detailed changes to the car, including changing the color of the screen surround, introduced an all-glass but not opening roof, changes to the color combinations and choice of materials and wheel design. We list most of the hardware changes on Tesla Info with the year they occurred. Cars until early 2017 had transferable free supercharging. From April 2017, this was only for the first owner of the car. Tesla have also started removing this from all cars which pass through their hands. We have a detailed video covering this topic in depth. Supercharging speeds have also changed over the years. Early cars and smaller batteries will struggle to charge faster than at 100 kilowatt. In the US, charging on version 3 superchargers can be as high as 200 kilowatt. However, in Europe and most other countries, 150 kilowatt is the limit. In some countries, you also need to have the car modified to use CCS chargers, something that became standard on older cars. The range of the cars is proportional to the battery capacity, although the 21-inch wheels and performance models both consume more energy per mile than the 19-inch wheels and non-performance models. The Raven models also resulted in increases in efficiency. The stated range is also derived from formal testing, and the approach to this has changed over the years, especially in Europe. The battery capacity has also been overstated on some models, especially the 85 and 90 cars. We list all the different ranges on our website. The 85 battery cars have suffered from software updates that has reduced the range and charge speed. It is worth taking time to do some additional checks on these cars. Like all cars, the actual achievable range will depend on many factors including speed, temperature, and the weather. The quoted figures are usually only achievable in warm, dry weather and at speeds below 60 miles per hour. There are two parts to the Tesla warranty. The main battery and motors have an 8-year, and until 2020, an unlimited mile warranty. From 2020 this part changed to a limited mileage, but with a maximum degradation guarantee. This part does not change and some early cars are no longer covered. The second part provides general cover for 4-year and 50,000 miles. When Tesla sold used or CPO cars, they restarted the clock, capped at 100,000 miles and 8 years from first registration. This is now also changed and Tesla only offer a 1-year and 10,000-mile warranty extension on used sales. The Model S has a number of common issues. The first MCU had some significant problems, but Tesla have now increased the warranty on this, and you can also pay for an upgrade to the latest version. There was also a phase where the MCU developed a yellow border, although this did not affect functionality. The current issues are still door handle failures, suspension issues, and the heater matrix can pop and need replacing. Drive shafts can also cause vibration, although Tesla sometimes replace these under warranty. Water in the lights is not uncommon, both at the front and rear, and the daytime running lights on the front can fail on the facelift cars, resulting in an expensive replacement. The trunk latch motor can fail, although not that expensive. It can be inconvenient. The steering rack can also become stiff due to seizing of the universal joint. And finally, the rear camera can also fail. These issues are all relatively common and can cost a lot to fix. So, which would we buy? Other than in the American markets, the only option is to buy used. Due to issues with the 85 battery and the short amount of warranty left, we would probably keep away from pre-facelift cars unless the free supercharging is a must-have. We would recommend heading for an early facelift car, preferably with the 100 battery and Tesla Autopilot hardware, and if necessary upgrade the MCU to the latest version. We feel these offer the best value for money and range, and should still have 3 or more years of battery and motor warranty on them. We have a wide range of tools on our website, including how to determine the model and features, depreciation charts, and our unique inventory listings that combine third-party listings with those from Tesla themselves. You can subscribe to our emailer, and we'll even tell you when suitable cars become available.